whatever, fine. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Beat the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice.
All right, Coach, they've got right around 100,000 packed in here like sardines at AT&T Stadium. And with the roof closed and the bottled waters flowing, figures to be a loud and raucous atmosphere in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys.
Ready. 60 yards. Nice, sweetheart.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey! Mike, 53. Hey, Delta. Hey. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he fires one, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it in.
At their own 14-yard line.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 41. Play fake. Murray. This is Gabriel out on the left side. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the 37-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Now it's Hunt. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now third down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Silver, silver. 25, check 25, check 25.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Well, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Brings up second and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Complete to Calvin Ridley. It's a gain of 20. First down.
10 logos. Watch my board. Hey, I'm coming.
Henderson now on first and 10. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Look at me, zipper. Let's go.
On second and 9, Locke. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, Henderson. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Break. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Coming to you. Coming to you. Get it.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
It's a pickup of 3.
The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
6-6. Pull it high. Alert 3. Hey, Haywood.
Now to the air. Lock. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
He's cracked. He's checking crack. Orbit. Check Mike 39. Check Mike. Buzz. Here we go. Shoot up.
And that'll set him back 5.
Here we go. Cover the ending. Heavy on the edges. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Record.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. That's complete right side to Gabriel. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes. But the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
The 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Now! Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. Yep. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Set, 1 set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Better bring it. You better bring it. Hit it.
Here's Locke to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Check 4. Check 4. 61. Matchbox light. Now.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henderson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Go. 53 to Mike. 53 to Mike. 5.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. He finds his target, Fuller. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Protein spill. Ready?
On 1st down, here's Love. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. second down, it's Henderson. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Hey, check 25. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, box drop.
On 1st down, Locke going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Go! Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 50.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Hunt. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Check three.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over first and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Hey, Zoo, hurry! 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
On first and 10, here's Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Tackles. Check 3.
They run again with Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
That QB's trash. Let's go.
To throw on third down, Murray looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Austin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Henderson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Set. 90 Wolf. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go, D. Set, go. Shoot.
Henderson will try and run for the first. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Watch it. Do. Check. Hey, alert 3. Ready to go.
Henderson going to run for it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Rams.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
You don't want it. Pick up the ball. Jab. Switch. X3. 218. Chop. Yeah. Hey, wahoo.
Throwing on first down is Locke. This short throw caught by Goddard. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Henderson, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
First down, Los Angeles.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 stop. 53, hot 53. Coming.
On first down, Henderson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On 2nd and 9, block. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Go.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. He's telling me.
Ready?
Blocked, working out of the gun. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And his throw here's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for his wideout. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
There you go. Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Throwing again, Murray. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Switch. 22, Jet, Palmer. 22, Jet, Palmer.
Murray to air it out again. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
To throw, it's Murray. And no, it's incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Set. 10 Lobo.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Check. General West. Hey. High 7.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Let's go.
Clock now on 1st down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
132 fighter. Get it.
A give for Henderson running to the right. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, 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 hey.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
You're out.
On 3rd and long, it's locked. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
They're on 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Here's Murray from midfield. Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. It's caught on the right side, it's Smith. A game there of 30 big ones.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
They're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0.
A gain on the play.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, and he'll get in! Touchdown, Cowboys! Kyler Murray hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
And the Rams first down.
Block now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. To the right side, this is Henderson. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down.
You ain't going nowhere.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on first and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Henderson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. On the carry is Henderson, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. On first down, it's Henderson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now it's Henderson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Rams on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Henderson, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back. Here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Back to throw. Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Tack McKinley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by John Johnson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Rams, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.